Alright, what's up guys, it's Greg here today, bringing you guys a Call of Duty Modern Warfare gameplay commentary. Today, you guys are going to be watching some nuke gameplay from keyboard and mouse. This is one of the first times I played keyboard and mouse in almost 6 months, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. This was actually, I think, my first game on keyboard and mouse too, but this is not about keyboard and mouse or Call of Duty. This is about gaming in general and for your guys' health, because I know a lot of people look into ways they can become better than everybody else and try to give them an edge in competition, and this just doesn't go for video games. This also goes for sports and other things in life, and this is just kind of a serious commentary I want to talk to you guys about today. So without further ado, let's get into this subject. So the thing is, a lot of people look for supplements or drugs even that are going to give them an edge against their competition. You see this in something like weightlifting, where people take steroids so they can be able to lift heavier things than their competition, or they'll have bigger muscles in bodybuilding. You'll also see this in gaming at the pro level. A lot of people take Adderall, and Adderall is something that's tested for now, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a Call of Duty pro, and just in case I get the stuff wrong, I'm not going to use his name or anything, but he was using Adderall, and he was banned for a while from tournaments because of him using Adderall. And if you guys know who I'm talking about, you follow the pro scene. I don't anymore. This was a long time ago. This was probably like Black Ops 2, Advanced Warfare era. But if you guys know who I'm talking about, then you probably do. But this person was found using Adderall to give them an edge and stuff like that, and I just want to talk to you guys about drug addiction and stuff like that today, because the most common things I feel that people will use in gaming whenever it comes to trying to get an advantage over their opponents is 3 drugs: caffeine, nicotine, or Adderall. And here's the thing, right? I am familiar with 2 of them. I am not familiar with the third, which is Adderall. I've never had Adderall in my life, and I don't ever really plan on it unless, for whatever reason, I am prescribed it from my doctors. But caffeine, I used to use a lot whenever I was deep into weightlifting, and I really cared about trying to become very strong. I had some really, really good progress going with my bodybuilding side of things years ago, and I abused the ever-living crap out of caffeine. I took it before I went to the gym as pre-workout, and I would take so much of this stuff every single day. And using it, honestly, kind of screwed up my sleep schedule. It messed with my body. I started getting jitters and shakes and all this kind of stuff, and I was very restless. But caffeine wasn't even the worst of it, right? I wouldn't recommend using caffeine. I know people that have an addiction, like a serious addiction to caffeine, and even though I abuse caffeine, I was never addicted to caffeine, right? Whereas I know a lot of people that have to go to Dunkin' Donuts at least 7 times a day to get a coffee, or else they are not going to be able to function. Like, they will go mentally insane if they do not have their coffee. And caffeine is a serious addiction if you do get addicted to it. Like I said, personally, I've never had that addiction, but I know people that are addicted to caffeine, and it is not worth it for the way that it affects them. Now, the one I'm going to focus on, because I have personal experience with this, is nicotine. I was a smoker after I abused the caffeine for my bodybuilding days, and one of the things that actually made me fall off with bodybuilding, and I still kick myself in the shins, and I'm trying to get back into bodybuilding, and it's kind of hard with COVID-19 going on and all this kind of stuff, but one of the things that really killed my weightlifting and bodybuilding hobby, career, whatever the hell you want to call it, is nicotine. And I started smoking when my grandfather passed away as a way to relieve stress. Some people use nicotine because it makes them more alert, makes their thinking real clear, and while that is a wonderful added effect to it, while I was using nicotine, I could definitely say that my aim, my reflexes, and all this stuff was much sharper. But the levels of damage it does to your body is not worth it. I cannot stress this enough. It doesn't matter who gives a flying shit if you are playing a public match. I know there's YouTubers out there and people on the internet that actually care so much about how good they are at public match video games or casual settings or whatever, and it really, really affects them to where they can't they have to put on this persona that they are the best player in the world. And I'm not calling the person out by name or anything, because who needs to start beef? But there are people out there do this, and they're probably using stuff to try to give them an advantage because they care so much. And you might be one of those type of people. You might be one of those type of players that just wants to improve, and you look up to these people, and they start using things like Adderall or nicotine or caffeine. And for me, whenever I got addicted to nicotine, the problem with it wasn't that it gave you the benefits, right? The benefits are not the problem. In a perfect world, the benefits would have completely outweighed the negatives, and I would have never been addicted to it. But that's, not what happens in reality. In reality, you start using something like this, and your body becomes dependent on it because you keep chasing after that feeling of being alert. If you're doing a long gaming session, right, and you keep playing for hours and hours on end, eventually the substance you just took is going to wear off, right? And you're going to have to find a way to put that substance back in your body. So if you're taking G Fuel, for example, or if you're taking nicotine, for example, or Adderall, whatever, whenever those effects start wearing off, you might feel a little bit of a crash. You might start feeling a little bit tired. Maybe your reflexes get a little slow. So what do? You get out your G Fuel bottle, or you get out your your vape or cigarettes or whatever, and you start doing more so you can stay more awake and stay more focused in what you're doing. And I promise you that eventually what happens is you don't even get the beneficial effects anymore, and it becomes your body is not going to function without being able to use these products. If you do not put these products in your body, once you build up a serious addiction to stimulants and stuff like this, you can't function. For me, it was nicotine. If I wasn't smoking every 10 minutes or whatever, I would be getting antsy. I'd be getting jittery. I'd be sitting there, staring at the wall, and my mind would start wandering. I'd be starting to have anxiety. I needed to have that nicotine put into my body again. And addiction is a serious thing. It happens, and the thing is I quit after about 2 to 3 years of smoking, and it was not easy. And this is how I really know, as someone who's been there to use these types of products, is I really know how it affects you, right? Whenever you are addicted to nicotine, if you stop, you will start to feel like shit. You can't function. You get angry, you get emotional, things just don't work for you, and you get really tired. And for me, after I quit a couple months in, I tried to take some caffeine because I was just so tired all the time, because my body didn't know what to do because it was so used to being stimmed. And I took a little bit of caffeine. I instantly puked. I started throwing up. I started getting really sick again. And if you try to look for substitutes, I can't even drink alcohol that much anymore. I actually had to train my body just so I could start drinking alcohol. So going to the bar with my friends and stuff like that wasn't even an enjoyable experience anymore, because alcohol gave me some sort of mixed signals with my brain and how the chemistry worked from being addicted to nicotine, and it started making me sick, and I couldn't have a beer with my friends anymore, basically. I couldn't go out to the bar and maybe have a couple drinks, or else I'd be getting sick again. And that's just how nicotine affected me. Well, does it affect people differently? Yeah. Like I said, I was never addicted to caffeine. Do some people get addicted to caffeine and not addicted to it? Yeah. Do some people get addicted to nicotine and some don't? Yeah. It happens, right? But any of these supplements that you take just to try to get some competitive advantage, at the end of the day, guys, it's really stupid, okay? We're out here playing, if you're doing the same thing I'm doing, you're not playing esports, you're not playing professional ranked matches or anything like that, and all you're doing is just getting on, maybe you're trying to go for some good gameplays, you're trying to get some nukes, you're trying to just have some fun. It's not worth it to destroy your health just so you can try to be better than somebody else at a video game. The whole point of video games is meant to be fun, and it's not supposed to be about this whole, being the best or anything like that if you're not taking it to that that level of gaming, if you're not playing competitive matches and you're not playing ladder matches to earn cash and trying to get on a pro team. And even then, I still don't condone doing this stuff. I don't condone abusing a substance just so you can become good. At the end of the day, I'm gonna link my stats to the Modern Warfare 2019, because a few days before this game came out was the last time I ever used any sort of substance. That was whenever I quit nicotine. That's whenever I quit. And I will show you guys down below as proof of how I average, my stats, my win-loss, everything is going to be linked in the description below, so you guys can take a look at that. And I'm not on any stimulants. So if you want to get better at the game, the best thing you can do is just watch YouTube videos, learn from people better than you, play against people that are better than you. Take losses, go negative in matches if you have to. The thing is, don't be looking for alternatives rather than just experience, right? Experience will put you further than any sort of drug will. And that is just how I wanted to talk about this. I know the majority of people are smart enough to not do this kind of thing, but I really just wanted to talk about this because I always see people promoting in their videos some sort of energy drink or just some sort of substance that's going to give you an advantage, and I just cannot stress it enough that it is not worth it to use these kind of things. There's many tools for you guys to improve. It's called youtube.com. It's called Playing the Game. That's pretty much all I have to say for this commentary. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you guys have faced anything similar to me with nicotine or any sort of caffeine, whatever, in the comment section below, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.